Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today is Tuesday, November 24th, and this is the second part of a video series that I am doing in response to misinformation that is going around on social media regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, part one of this video series, I give my thoughts about the misinformation on the vaccine in terms of its altering a human uh, genome and the lack of science and the vaccine's use of messenger RNA. So my next issue I want to address is the mandatory vaccination. There are rumors going around on social media that governments are going to require mandatory COVID-19 vaccination. While this may come to be the truth in the future, as of this time, there is not a single government that is saying vaccination will be mandatory, including the United States government. If people don't want to be vaccinated, they won't be vaccinated. Now, it is possible that in the future, colleges and universities might require vaccination. Certain jobs might require it, such as healthcare workers. There may be vaccine requirements for Americans who want to travel and enter into other countries because, again, we have more cases than any other country in the world. This all remains to be seen. But folks, as of right now, if you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't have to. Another rumor that is out there that the vaccine is a form of experimentation, like the Tuskegee syphilis study. And I can understand how people would feel this way. After all, it is new. But folks, this is nothing like the Tuskegee syphilis study. We need to put that part to rest. In the Tuskegee syphilis study, the men were infected with syphilis and they were allowed to continue on without being treated for syphilis once treatment became available. In this one, everyone is fully consenting to immunization with the COVID-19 vaccine. And I agree, because of the catastrophic nature of this pandemic, this vaccine will be put in use before we know what the long-term studies show under this emergency use authorization. We're in a situation where 60 million people around the world have been infected with the COVID-19 virus, and over 1.4 million of them have died, including over 250,000 people here in the United States. We simply do not know right now what side effects there will be from this vaccine in 4 or 5 years. But I think about the 3 biggest clinical trials that are public here in the United States. Moderna had over 24,000 plus people. Pfizer had around 45,000 plus people. And Oxford AstraZeneca had 23,000 plus people in their trials. And the vaccine appears safe so far. Is this enough, people, to determine safety? Only time will tell. The next myth I want to address is that COVID vaccines contain luciferase, and this is connected to the forces of evil. Well, this is false. Folks, the truth is luciferase is a light-producing enzyme that's found naturally in fireflies. You know, we call those lightning bugs, glowworms, and animals in the sea and on land that produce light naturally. There are also natural bacteria in nature that produce light naturally. Now, luciferase, this enzyme, has been developed into an assay, and it's commonly used in biomedical research. It's been used very widely in gene research and lab animals. It's used in biomedical research for cancer therapies, infectious diseases research, and a whole lot of other research in general. And luciferase-containing pseudoviruses have been used to study several coronaviruses, including the Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus, and SARS-1 and SARS-CoV-2 in the lab. But from every scientific report that I have read, luciferase is not part of the COVID-19 vaccines that are being trialed in the United States. Another myth that I have read is that children will be vaccinated against their will. Folks, put that to rest right now. There has been no trial in the United States that involves children. And so because there hasn't been any trials involving children, the safety and efficacy of these COVID-19 vaccines in children is not known. So children will not be in the groups that get COVID-19 immunizations and vaccinations. And I don't know when to project that children might get vaccinated. Another rumor is that vaccines are going to be given to pregnant women and it's going to go into the fetus. Look, folks, pregnant women were not included in the vaccine trials in the United States. There's no safety data, so therefore there will be no vaccination of pregnant women here in the United States. The vaccine is not advised for pregnant women because they were not in the trials, and the safety of this vaccine in pregnant women has not been tested. So I hope that answers a few of the rumors. My views are my own, and there's one more part to this series. Stay tuned. This is Dr. Rhonda Johnson.